Welcome to another CPG webcast, the service of CPG Matters. I'm your host, John Karolefski. Thank you for joining us. Today we're talking about gathering shopper insights in convenience stores. VideoMining has studied shopper behavior in convenience stores through extensive research involving several retailers and by working with manufacturers such as Hershey, Pepsi, Tyson Foods, and others. So is there one big takeaway from all that research? Joining me to answer that question and more is Priya Baboo, President of Client Solutions at VideoMining, a provider of in-store intelligence for shopper marketing. Welcome, Priya.
Thank you, John. To answer your question, the big takeaway is our data reveals a lot of opportunity in convenience stores from people who go from the gas pump to pay in store. So despite entering the store, we have a majority of these people, nearly 3 in 4, are not buying anything from in-store, and an even higher percentage for food service. So there is actually an opportunity for increasing food service sales, and there is also a ripple effect on the sales of snacks and beverages.
So both trading partners can learn something from this research.
Absolutely. Analytics of in-store shopper behavior will help manufacturers decide where to spend their time and energy to improve sales for the retailers. And the retailers, in turn, will now have new considerations in terms of traffic flow, placement of displays, and so forth.
I guess the biggest difference between shoppers in convenience stores and shoppers in most grocery stores is that buying gas for their cars happens in the convenience store usually. So could you be specific on the effect that buying gas has on in-store sales?
Yeah. So a lot of retailers are just now starting to understand not only what is happening in the store, but also what is happening outside the stores. For every 100 people who pump gas, there are 64 who pay at the pump and 36 who prepay or pay inside. So from a conversion standpoint, among those who pay at the pump, 21 walk into the store and buy something, while the remaining 43 just pump gas and leave. Among those who prepay or pay inside, 26 just pay and walk away, and these people don't buy anything inside the store. Only 10 end up buying something. So at the end of the day, you have 69% of gas customers that are not even considering a purchase inside the store. This is a very big opportunity. And when you look at it from a food service perspective, only for the gas customers who pay at the pump, less than 1 buy a food item, and 1.5 of the prepays buy a food service item. So only 2% of gas customers end up buying a food service item. This is where the big opportunity is.
And how about non-gas customers who walk into the store? Is there an opportunity for more sales from them?
Yeah, absolutely. About 45% of those shoppers are actually buying something, and they're spending about $3 per trip. This accounts for 9% of in-store sales. But the most important thing to keep in mind is that we are not converting 55% of the shoppers who could buy a food service item. So that's a big opportunity.
How much of an opportunity?
So we are leaving an additional 11% of in-store sales on the table. To put it more in context, for the 149,000 convenience stores we have, it translates to $635 million per week. A common promotion for retailers is combining a food service item with a beverage. But what we are seeing is 61% of people who buy something from inside the store are buying beverages, and 17% are buying food service. But only 10% are buying a food service item and a beverage on the same trip. So the retailers, it looks like, are not pushing the combos, or the message is not right. Maybe they don't have the right adjacencies in the food service area.
So adjacencies and location of displays and even the food service counter impacts potential sales, right?
That's correct. Using the same metrics, we can determine how many people pass by, how many shop, and how many buy. And you get a lot of traffic for food service when it is located in the center of the store. We also know that this location has an impact on how much people are spending.
And if the counter is not in the center of the store?
When it is located in the back of the store, for example, you don't get a lot of traffic. And when you don't get a lot of traffic, you don't get a lot of shoppers, and you don't get a lot of buyers. That is something to keep in mind when you're merchandising food service as to the role of location on food service.
Well, that glimpse into shopper behavior is fascinating, and it has a clear message for retailers and manufacturers. Priya, how exactly do you gather all those insights?
VideoMining's proprietary technology accomplishes that by creating a network of cameras throughout the store, producing what we call a door-to-door, feet-on-the-floor tracking of each shopper. The network also captures every single one of those do I buy or don't I buy moments, measures those moments in seconds, and then relates them to sales and conversion. At the end of the day, this information will help retailers and marketers refine their shopper marketing strategies to improve conversion rates and the shopping experience. An old maxim in market research is you can't improve what you can't measure.
And VideoMining can measure precisely. Thanks, Priya. If you'd like to obtain an official transcript of this webcast, click on the link on the home page. Meanwhile, for more information about VideoMining and their shopper metrics, be sure to visit them on the web at www.videomining.com. To speak with Priya Baboo directly, please call her at 814-574-1574. Until the next time, this is John Karolefski for the CPG Webcast.